Hey everyone, Wolver Monkey here. Sort of a update. Haven't posted a video for a while, so I wanted to say hi, let you know I'm not dead. The place I work for is got us doing a shit ton of overtime, so I haven't had any time to do any hobby stuff at all. 6-day work weeks and whatnot. But I did get a little bit done the other day, so I thought I'd share with you since I haven't posted a video in a while. And I was going to show you what I got done and just some stuff I found that maybe you guys might be interested in. So first we'll get to the shit I did. Alright. Made a small 15mm 6mm forest patch. Yeah, big deal, but I haven't done any training in a long time. This is one of those clear plastic CDs that come from when you buy, like, you know, blank CDs or blank DVDs. There's one at the bottom, one at the top. You can use a real CD too, it doesn't matter. But I've been saving them, so I wanted to make some easy, fast terrain. So that's one of those, covered with the white that you see is the paste I showed you guys before, the Vallejo that I use for bases and whatnot. So that's what the dirt is. Static grass, the little plastic trees I got at a local craft store, Pacatans, and stuck some of them on. They were like, I would say $1.50 for a pack. You get like 4 of the little ones, 3 of the medium ones, 2 of the big ones. But then we can just drop it down like that, and there. I have instant forest for so it works pretty good with a 15mm guy. We'll put a little ground zero guy in there right there. But it should work good for a 6mm also. And now that I say that, I don't actually have any 6mm within arm's reach. So yeah, but anyway, it'll work for 6mm too. That's why the trees aren't too big, but I can just plop it down anywhere. I'm gonna make a couple more of these, maybe put some rocks or little earth embankments or something on it. Probably cover up that hole too. Well, it doesn't really matter if you put it down on the green because it still looks okay, I think. So I got that done finally. Not that I said it's no big, nothing too fancy. And the other thing was I tried making my own hills. So I got one of them done. That's this one. It was a 1-inch thick round styrofoam disc there again from the craft store. Same trees. As you can see, it's just white styrofoam underneath. And here's the other half. It's not done yet, obviously. But once it's done, I'll have like a little ravine the guys can march through or use them separately, whatever. All it is, it's just trying an experiment, really. It's just a cheap ass styrofoam, and this stuff is just really cheap wall spackle. That's all it is wall spackle. So I end up putting 2 layers on, 2 thin layers to cover up the styrofoam holes. And I take some light sandpaper, get all the rough edges off. I leave some of them, of course, because, you know, ground's not even. Then put the Vallejo paste again on it, just where I wanted to have some soil showing. And I painted the rest of it green where I didn't have it, where I wanted the grass. That way there's something behind the grass instead of white, because it would probably show through. And then you know, hit it with a little paint. This is the Testors Model Masters wood and sand. That's how I get that color. And just use dark green craft paint for the other part, and then grassed it and treat it. So once it's done, I'll have the 2 pieces. Probably try using a different styrofoam, not this really cheapy porous shit. I'll probably get some foam insulation, because that's real fine. And I want to make some more desert stuff, especially like for the 15mm guys. I mean, the hill still works with 15mm. Let's see if you can see that little dude there. It works fine enough for him, but I can also use it with 25s. Do I have one available within arm's reach? Dun, 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 dun. Not really, sort of. Actually, yeah, I do have one within arm's reach. We'll just go ahead and show you these guys. It's a werewolf. It's actually a Mage Knight figure. I just debased him and put him on a 1-inch round base from Litco. Hit it with some green paint and some grass. But anyway, you can see here that it works just fine with a 25mm guide too. So it can be a small hill for 25 or a larger hill for 15s. It'll work either way. I grabbed some of these werewolves from Mage Knight over the Halloween. WargameVault.com, RPGNow.com, that whole series. There's like 4 or 5 of those guys all tied together. They had a trick-or-treat hide-and-seek thing. You had to look for pumpkins throughout the various websites, and they had goodies for you. And one of the goodies was a free rulebook for a game called Kaiju Chaos. So I got that for free, and one of the factions is the Wicked Werewolf, so I needed some werewolf figures. So I have the one Reaper pre-paint. I got a couple metal ones I have to paint up. And the Mage Knight guys, because let's face it, Mage Knight guys are like, what, $1 or less on eBay for the most part, and they come painted already. So I picked up 2 of them. I'll probably change one of them a little bit, make them lighter gray, change the color of his shredded clothes. That way there's a little differentiation between the two. But I mean, for $1 a piece, you really can't go wrong. And let's see. Also, let's see. Oh, at the local discount store, for guys that like to play 15mm, found that. It's a U.S. Army Striker vehicle. It's an APC, wheeled APC that they are currently using. This has this big ass anti-tank type gun on the top. It does have some moving parts. The hatch is open. As you can see, the turret turns. And the back door actually opens too, although there's not a hell of a lot of room in there, so it's more for looks than anything. Of course, it's going to argue with me now. Ah, there it goes. See? There's nothing there but a panel. But it looks nice, right? So anyway, they have these Matchbox vehicles. This is the Striker one. They come packaged like this. You see, this one was only $3.99, so $4 American for a Striker, pre-painted already. The cool part is that they're basically the exact right size you need for 15mm. So bada boom, cheap ass vehicle. And it says they do have some moving parts. You could either leave it like that or repaint the damn thing. I mean, that's what we do, right? We paint miniatures, so they'd be pretty easy to repaint. But I'm fine with it as it is, to be honest. I do have a green army painted a dark green, so that would work pretty well with them. This is just a little Ground Zero guy for reference, but it works good for 15mm. And they also make an Abrams, U.S. Abrams tank. These I found 2 like this in the Gulf War paint scheme. I have seen one in the green, and I've also seen it in a really cool blue, dark blue, gray, black, but it had some god-awful United Alliance writing on the side with a big orange stripe for some reason. But there again, you could repaint them. But I'm pretty cool with this being the desert colors that it is. And there again, it works just fine with the little 15mm guys. And same thing, it was $4 at the same discount store, although I've had these for a little while. The green ones I just picked up like 2 weeks ago when I was doing my groceries. Because they have groceries in a closeout section with toys and whatnot, so with Christmas coming they have more toys. So obviously that's just more opportunities to get goodies, right? Okay, so I found these. They said they're Matchbox. You can check your toy stores for them, see if they have them. They have some of their airplanes or airplanes, aircraft would also work good for 15. And the other thing I found is from the new Batman movie, the HeroClix version. There's a store close to me that's had these. They're like $2 a piece, $3 a piece, depending upon where you get them. They're blowing them out for 50 cents, trying to get rid of them. So I don't really play HeroClix, but what they are is a cheap source of pre-painted figures for that scale, 28 millimeter, 30 millimeter. If you pay moderns or even future sci-fi stuff like that, these work really good if you can find them really cheap. This is supposed to be Bruce Wayne, but if you pop him off a base, probably give him a wash, put him on a regular base, and there you go. You have a civilian to go rescue. He'd be good in zombie games too, the arrogant businessman, survivor for zombies, or maybe you have to send a team in to rescue him because he's bottled up someplace. This is a mercenary guy, little dude with a flak vest and an AK. They're again, use them for a ganger, use them for bad guys, rebels, whatever, for sci-fi, near future, moderns. And Bane, of course. Stick a gun in his hand. There you go, he's just another generic ganger, right? And if you have multiples of them, give one guy blue pants, give him green pants. You know what I mean? You could change them up a little bit. Same thing with the mercenaries. I think I got like 3 or 4 of these guys. So I just tweak them up a little bit with some other different colors, and there you go. You got 4 guys to cheap guys to deal with. And on that note, back to the Mage Knight guys, people that play fantasy. One of you guys asked me about proxies, and as you know, for Warlord, most of my undead army are proxies, not actual Reaper figures. Nothing wrong, I love Reaper's miniatures, just that sometimes, you know, things cost money. So they have a spell for the undead called Summon Spectral Minions that you've seen me use several times. It's a great spell. The Reaper sells the minions, you get 8 of them for like 40 bucks. Yeah, I'm not paying 40 bucks for 8 ghosts, okay? So Mage Knight, once again, these guys were, I want to say like 50 cents a piece, 60 cents a piece. Kind of got the scream face thing going, you know? They are called, shit, I can't read without my glasses. Tormented Souls. That's a Tormented Soul from Mage Knight. And there again, you pop his ass off the base, hit him with a little paint, and you get one of these guys. Much more ghosty looking. And I got like 4 of these guys for maybe $2. And I got a couple extras, obviously, that I haven't converted over yet. But I thought they came out pretty ghosty looking, and it was a hell of a lot cheaper than the Reaper's real ones, which they do look really nice. The Reaper ones, I'll admit, you know, they're nice miniatures, but you know, $40 to me is a lot of money for gaming stuff, you know. So those of us on a budget find alternative means. And one of the nice things about fantasy is, as far as I'm concerned, an orc's an orc, a skeleton's a skeleton, you know. Doesn't really have to be from that company. So that's those 2 guys. It's how they looked repainted. And then I bought some more, but they didn't have them, so I bought this guy. I don't remember what he's called, okay? But he's a Mage Knight guy too. And same thing. He was rebased on a 1-inch base. And repainted to look more ghosty. And these guys actually have like 8 of them. The same thing, they're like 50 cents a piece, 60 cents a piece, less than $1. So all 8 of them probably cost me like $5 or $6. So, but you can, if you're doing fantasy games, especially generic fantasy games, seriously check eBay or Amazon or wherever you like to buy your used stuff, and look at Mage Knight. Man, there's some of the paint jobs are pretty sucky on the Mage Knight guy, especially like the first couple series. But if you don't mind, but they did have some really nice sculpts, okay? So if you need like some really cheap orcs, cheap dwarves, I've even seen some people take the Chasm gunners from the Black Powder Legion and repaint them, rebase them, use them for sci-fi guys. So the Mage Knight guys kind of rock for that. They're cheap, nice poses. Just got to repaint them. And speaking of repaints, this here's a bear. He's actually a, I need better lighting. Werebear. This guy's supposed to be a werebear. This is the actual Mage Knight figure. It's a nice bear. Crappy paint job. What little paint there is on it. He's like black with a real dark brown, and you can just see his claws. And that's about all you can see. But I needed a werebear. So I bought 2 of these guys. Rebased and repainted. So that's how he came out. And to be honest, I didn't prime him at all. I just covered him in dark brown paint and dry brushed him a medium brown, dry brushed him a lighter brown. Did his mouth black, picked out his teeth, gave him some red eyes. And same thing, he's less than $1. So you can't, there again, you can't go wrong really. And you get your werebear. You can have a werebear versus werewolf fight. See how that works out. Okay. Now the last thing I was going to show you is this box of miniatures. I got these from Miniature Market. When I got them, they were $12. They still have some left, but now for some reason they want $14 for them. It is from a French miniatures game called Exillis. Exillis. I guess it's Exillis. Miniature Market ever only had 4 box sets for this game, and I don't think they're all from the same army. I know they have English archers, cavalry guy, and something else, and then this box set. But it's $14 and you get 10 imps, 1 angel dude, and 2 undead uglies. Okay, so there again, for the money, it's a good deal. They are plastic, and we can take those out and check them out. You get a couple sprues. They do give you plastic bases, lipped bases. Small ones for the imps, and 3, looks like 30mm, maybe 40s, for the angel and the 2 dead guys. So don't need that. So here's one of your sprues. Get that out of the way so you can see better. So this basically is one of the dead guys. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 imps. So there's the dude's legs, half of his body, the other half of his body, 1 arm, which is like a fused hand claw thing. This arm that has a long bone spike, that would be his face right there. Then you get 5 of the little imps. To be honest, I really don't have any use for the imps. So what you get, oh, they do give you instructions, although I don't really think most of you wouldn't really need instructions, right? But there's your instructions. And you do have an option with the angel. You can either have him helmeted or bareheaded. So you get 2 of the sprues with the undead monster and the imps. And then you get 1 sprue for the angel guy. So there's his leg, his body with his other leg, the 2 heads, arms, sword, shoulder pads, the shoulder pads? Yeah, shoulder pads, wings. And it looks like they gave you 4 little pieces of fencing terrain that you could use for whatever. But still you get 13 guys for $14 from miniaturemarket.com. So that's a pretty good deal. I did look at FRP Games to see if there was any more, if they had something different from this. They have the exact same 4 box sets, but not at $14. They're a little more money than that over there. I haven't checked eBay yet to see what else there's available for this. I have no intention of playing the game. The reason I bought the box set, to be honest, I wanted the angel guy and the 2 hulking undead type things for a generic game called Grom, which is put out by fellow YouTuber New Icon. It's free, by the way, so you gotta love that. If you go over to Wargame Vault, you can look up Grom, G-R-O-M-M, and you can download the basic rules for free. It's a medieval fantasy skirmish game that we're going to be doing a battle report, me and the wife. We played it once at a 25-point army. She lost. She wants to play a bigger army. We're going to go 50 points, but that's why I bought this. The humans, the one guy in the human army is like an angel. And then the undead, of course, which I like to play, has these things called abominations. So I thought these two guys would be really cool for the undead abomination type guys. So that's really why I bought this box set. So the imps I don't really have much of a use for. Although at their size, let's see, there's an imp right there. So I'll see how you can see him too well, I hope. And then if I take a 15mm guy and put it next to him, he's about a head taller, I'd say, than the human. So I could use him for 15mm demons. That would work pretty good, huh? Make them 15mm demons. Maybe Hellgate opened up. These guys have to go close it. Boy, that sounds like a video game, doesn't it? They should use that. But I was thinking about doing a project video with these guys when I have time, because like I said, right now my work is slaving us pretty good. So I was going to do a project video, so I was going to show you the guys, which we did today. Okay. And let's see if they give a better picture on the back. Ah, yeah, they do actually. So there's the angel dude, there's the undead monster, and the imps. So that's not bad for 14 bucks though. So I was going to put the angel guy together and the two undead guys together, show you what they look like built in raw plastic, and then I'm going to paint them up and show you the end result. So that's one of my little project videos I was planning on doing for you guys. I have some other projects in plan and a couple reviews planned, but like I said, until my workload slows down at my job, I'm going to try and get a video up when I can, but probably do another like an unboxing. I have some other stuff over here that I'm guessing a lot of people probably have not seen, like the Eden stuff. Oh, there's, if you go to Kickstarter, or is it Kickstarter? No, not Kickstarter. What's the name of the other one? I can't think right now. It's like Kickstarter. There's a guy on there that's doing a thing for Eden, for the Eden miniatures, a new faction, new book, an actual rule book instead of a little flimsy paper book. So that's what's going on with me, guys. I'm still alive, still trying to do my hobby, but working a lot. So I haven't had a lot of hobby time. So that's the update for this week, this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, found something interesting that maybe you could use in the future or something, I don't know. So that's it from the Wolver Monkey this time. And hopefully I'll have a chance to make up some more terrain and show you guys how that comes out. There we go. Okay. So thanks for watching again. I do appreciate all you guys that leave comments and subscribe and all that. I appreciate it. It lets me know that somebody actually watches this. Alright, and I'll see you guys soon. I will do my best to get another video up fairly quickly, not 2 months again. This has been 2 months since my last one, and there was 2 months before that, so I gotta quit doing that. Alright guys, I'll try and get something up within the next 2 weeks. Let's put it that way. I will try very hard to get something up in the next 2 weeks. I have a whole bunch of miniatures I've been painting, and as soon as I get them finished, I'm going to show you guys all of those, how they turned out. Alright, so I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching, and enjoy your games.